See, there was a young man named Ethan. He had everything he thought he needed: a good job, a loving girlfriend, and dreams that reached far beyond his small city. But life, as always, had its own plans. One rainy evening, Ethan lost his job. His company shut down without warning, and in just one phone call, everything he had worked for disappeared. And if that wasn't enough, his girlfriend left him a week later, saying she needed someone more stable. Ethan sat alone in his apartment, staring at the raindrops sliding down the window. He whispered to himself, "Why me?" The silence answered back, "Because life is testing you." He didn't know it yet, but this was the beginning of something greater. Days turned into weeks. Ethan walked through the city searching for work, but rejection followed him like a shadow. Friends who once called him brother now avoided his calls. He began to feel invisible, unwanted, almost like he didn't exist. One afternoon, while sitting in a small park, he saw an old man feeding stray dogs. The man's clothes were torn, but his smile was peaceful. Ethan couldn't help asking, "How can you still smile when you have so little?" The old man chuckled. "Because I have what money can't buy: peace. Everything happens for a reason, my boy." One day you'll see Ethan didn't understand at that moment, but those words stayed in his mind like an echo. One day, while scrolling through his phone in frustration, Ethan saw an ad. "Learn graphic design, free beginner course." He had never designed anything in his life, but something inside whispered, "Try." He started learning, one tutorial after another, day and night. At first, he failed miserably. His designs looked like messy puzzles, but he didn't stop. Each mistake taught him something new, and each small win gave him a spark of hope. Slowly, he began to enjoy the process, not because it was easy, but because he was growing. Weeks later, a small cafe owner noticed his online work and asked him to design a poster. It wasn't much money, but it was his first earning after months of struggle. That night, Ethan realized something powerful. Maybe losing everything wasn't a punishment, but a redirection. Months passed. Ethan started getting freelance projects. His work improved, and so did his confidence. He rented a small workspace and called it New Leaf Studio. One day, the same company that had once fired him contacted him again, not to offer a job, but to hire his studio for a campaign. As he stood in their office, memories of that rainy evening returned. The pain, the rejection, the endless nights. Everything led him right here. He smiled to himself. "Now I understand," he thought. "Everything really does happen for a reason." Years later, Ethan became a successful designer, known for his unique storytelling style. He often spoke to young people who were struggling with failure and self-doubt. He told them, "Sometimes life removes what's comfortable, so you can find what's meaningful. You don't lose, you evolve." Every storm, every heartbreak, every delay was part of the design. A design that only makes sense once you reach the other side. He ended every talk with one line: "Be patient." Life doesn't take things from you. It prepares you for something greater. No pain is wasted, no failure is final. Every step, every fall, every tear, it all connects to something better. Trust the process, because everything truly happens for a reason. So remember this: if this story touched your heart, consistency is your greatest power. Watch next. Don't waste time. You can't get it back.